I just want to say one more time, for the love of God, go see Nuremberg.
They said they'd like to do the whole thing in one go. And I said, but that's going to be a 21-minute take.
The wrongs which we seek to condemn and punish, we cannot survive their being repeated.
This is Jackson during his opening statement. He knows this is the beginning of what's probably going to be a long and arduous process.
What was so electrifying is that the majority of the Hungarian extras have first-hand experience of what it is to be under a fascist regime. And at the end of this incredible take, there was a sort of beat of silence.
They were very rapt in their attention.
And then they all stood and applauded.
You know, at the end of the take, it was a standing ovation for his opening statement.
Over and over. It didn't just happen once.
He kind of maybe nodded at the applause he got, but then just sat back down. He was such a pro.
It was pretty electrifying. It was a lot of energy. There was a lot of energy in that room.
There's a particular scene in this movie that on the page was 17 pages long. You know, 3 pages is a long scene in a film. 5 pages is a very long scene. 17 pages is fucking ridiculous. So I called Michael. I said, man, have you looked at the big one? He goes, yeah, the 17 pages? God damn. And I said, they want to shoot that over 4 days. He goes, oh, shit. Do you think we can influence that? And I said, yeah, Michael, we can influence that. So the two of us had a meeting with Jamie. We said, look, man, we'd like to have a go at just doing the scene as one piece, you know? You set it up so we have multiple cameras and shoot both sides of the conversation. We'll just go for it. And he said, you know, the production is not going to let me schedule the scene like that because it's just not humanly possible to shoot 17 pages in one day. I said, Jamie, Michael and I are extraterrestrial. We're from Krypton. And so he let us do it, man. And we did 11 takes on the day. The first 8 takes were the entire scene. And I'm not bullshitting you. That room that was full of people, full of extras, were sitting in Budapest. There's like 600 people in the room. That room burst into applause on cut every single take.